Alright, this is the demonstration of my newly coded skill, Flash. Um, I've already made a demonstration on this, but it contained a huge bug, which I fixed, and I would like to go through how it works again. So, basically, I have the skill Flash. This is level 5, so I get 5 Flash charges. Here is how it looks if I use all of them just regularly. I can go. That's 1. I have 4 charges left, and they come back every 2.5 seconds currently. And it's not like Overwatch's tracer or anything. I can blink up, I can blink down, I can blink any vector that I'm looking, I can blink towards it. Uh, Unless that vector intersects blocks. So if I try to blink into the wall, flash into the wall, it doesn't work. And I've tested just about every niche case that I can think of, and I specifically really disliked how Mineplex handled their version of Flash. They just completely, in the laziest way possible, just said, if it's not air, you can't go through it. And that's not what I've done. I've actually done a check for passable blocks. I've fixed some other niche bugs. You can't shear logs or anything. You can't open chests. Just accidental stuff like that won't happen. And here's how it works. Essentially, it uses iterated path tracing to cast a ray from your eye, and also from your eye -1 block, which is basically the middle of that foot block. And it will cast that in the direction that you're looking. For the foot block, it's just a parallel vector. It's not actually towards where you're looking, or it would be more like it wouldn't be parallel if it was actually towards where you were looking. But anyway, and so it uses 2 path traced rays to determine whether each block in a 5 block long vector is passable. So it checks every single block, and it iterates through those blocks on both levels, on your head and on your foot. And the last time that both the head and foot is passable, that's where it teleports you to. So originally I had just the head one, but it actually allowed you to teleport through something like this, because it found that, that block was passable, that block was passable, so you'd end up like here. But now the foot check actually doesn't allow you to teleport through. And then this is also not passable because the head check fails, but the foot check passes. And so you can see on Mineplex this would be rather hard to blink through, flash through. You have to line it up pretty well, but on mine actually you can. That path tracing is really, really precise, so you can be precise as well. And if you also want to flash, you don't want to flash all the way through, and you just want to flash to the edge of the block, that's what happens. And I believe that message plays, and that's a debug message because my head is inside this block for a moment. As you can see, it gives me a slight bit of height, but that's no issue because I've hard-coded out the destination of Flash from being in any blocks, and if you're already in blocks, you cannot use Flash. So I've coded that out. For example, these are counted as unpassable blocks because if doors were passable blocks, you could flash right through them, even if they were closed. So they're not passable blocks. So you can see I'm not allowed to use Flash. And it doesn't use your charges when you try to flash. Yeah, so I don't think I've already done this in this demonstration, but if I have, forgive me. Yeah, this can be flashed up. Well, on Mineplex, it would completely fail. This is something that you could walk up, but kind of the back and forth nature of the floor and the roof would totally ruin Mineplex's flash checks. So on mine, if you are hugging the block, you cannot flash all the way up because the foot check fails. You can see it. I'm still here, but if you're back even a little bit, you can flash all the way up. or almost all the way up. Yeah. So it works way better than Mineplex. You have to be a little careful, but honestly, since this is the first skill I've coded, I'm not confident I know how to fix something like this, because if I made it so, oh, you know, only the head trace matters, then you'd be able to flash through that. So I'm just going to keep it as it is. People are already used to not being able to flash and stuff like this, so if it takes a little bit more skill, then it's whatever. So that's mainly it. I was having issues earlier with jitter clicking flash in a scenario like this, but it is not put me in the wall anymore. Earlier, my head was glitching into this block, and then the next flash would actually put me in the wall, and I was able to walk through, but I've fixed that bug. You can see all those messages. And yeah, you may be concerned that it doesn't allow you to use flash in scenarios like this, but actually, it only doesn't allow you to use it if you're pretty much trying to phase through, like I was. If you're just trying to be a good little boy and just flash up a 1-block hole, you're totally able to do that. That was 3 flashes there. 2 up and then 1 horizontal to get here, and everything works fine. Yeah, so it cancels fall damage. It works well even when going vertically. On Mineplex that probably would have crashed into the side of the tree, but as you can see, it works very well. I'm thinking of adding innate fall damage resistance for the assassin kit, because it does seem wrong to take fall damage after blinking downwards if you fall 4 blocks or whatever it is. So I think I'm probably gonna add that, or have my friend add that. But yeah. For example, here. Kind of feels stupid that I take a heart of fall damage there. But anyway, yeah. Flash works very well.